welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, my book of poetry history. Thoughts for the day, all in one book, as usual. Here we are. And today I'm reading about a rather strange man and a rather sort of unusual poem in a way. I hope you like them. poetrychangeslives.com is the website where you can read all about all kinds of poetry, and you can sign up for a daily email completely free if you want, or you can see where to buy the book. You can get it from the website itself or from any bookshop, of course. On this day in 1798, a man that I'm not particularly interested in or particularly admire, the Venetian adventurer and philanderer Giacomo Casanova died. It's extraordinary how his name lives on as a sort of byword for success in love and, short-term love, really, which is not a very admirable facility. People who are well known by their own name are usually very admirable, clever people, such as Houdini or Napoleon, But Casanova was really a rather reprehensible person. It's really the quantity of his successes in love that made him famous rather than the quality. And I've never read anyone who said he was a wholly admirable person or anything like that. He spent a lot of his time traveling around Europe, trying to ingratiate himself into society and various courts, and at the same time trying to sell them the idea of a national lottery, which nobody at that time particularly wanted anything to do with. So he never made a success of anything else except dalliance, really. There we are. Anyway, he died in Prague, aged 73. His last words were, "I have lived as a philosopher and I die as a Christian." In fact, both those descriptions are probably untrue and highly open to question. I'm going to read a poem by George Crabbe, writing in the 18th century. It's called Late Wisdom. I think Casanova could have done with a bit of late wisdom. See what you think of this. You might have to read this twice. It takes getting your head round a bit. We've trod the maze of error round, long wandering in the winding glade, and now the torch of truth is found. It only showed us where we strayed. By long experience taught, we know, can rightly judge of friends and foes, can all the worth of these allow, and all the faults discern in those. Now, 'tis our boast that we can quell the wildest passions in their rage, can their destructive force repel, and their impetuous wrath assuage. Ah, virtue, dost thou arm, where now this bold, rebellious race are fled, when all these tyrants rest, and thou art warring with the mighty dead? I think he's saying that impetuosity is not a good thing. We should think before we act, and a lot of people think they do things because they're very wise and clever, but it's not always the case. Today I will try to be honest with myself, and I wish you all a good day, and thank you all for listening.